Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to our YouTube channel and welcome to this video. This is John from Programming Knowledge, and this is part 13 of our video tutorial series for progressive web apps. So basically, from the previous tutorial, we already created our database using the Firebase database, and in this video we're gonna implement it and integrate it into our project. So basically what we have here, index.html, and then in here we are including the JavaScript file for our app, and then we also have the common.js. So if we try to look up, or if we try to look at the app.js, we can see that we have here the service worker. We're checking if the service worker is in Navigator, if in other words, if the service worker is supported by the browser. So we're doing the registration of our service worker file right here. And we also have the common.js, where we're just implementing the right side menu of our page. So if we try to preview this in a browser, so let's just open it with live server, and then we're gonna check the capability of this left side menu, left and right side menu. So click on this and then the sidebar will appear, and the same thing with the right side. If you click on the plus button, so we can see the right sidebar, as you can see here, where we could input our contact name and contact number. So as I've said, in this video we're gonna integrating the Firebase database into our project. So we have here the index.html, and then we're gonna have to import also another file for our project. So I'm just going to copy the script right here, type in script, and then type text, and then JavaScript. Okay, and src will be js and then /db.js. Okay, and we're gonna create this db.js. So under JS folder directory, we could create a new file and then name this as db, and then the file name will be JS. Okay, there you go. So in this inside this particular file, we're gonna add a function that will enable us to sync our database into the online Firebase database, and it should be able to synchronize the data coming from our app, the offline data, and then it should synchronize with the online data in Firebase. And also this particular file will enable us to add and delete the contacts, okay, from our project, and of course delete it with or delete it also online. Okay, so it should be synchronized. Now in adding the contact, we're gonna add here a new comment. So this is for adding new contact. There you go. And let me change first. Okay, I think that's okay. We're gonna have to create a new constant for our form equals, and then we're gonna select, or we're gonna use the query selector. There you go. Open and close, and we're just gonna target the form. Okay, so we're gonna add an event listener to this, so that will be form that's using our const variable form, and then add event listener. Okay, and our event will be submit. So basically what we're trying to do here is that selecting the form, and whenever the user submit the form, we have to execute a function. Okay, so let's just add comma here, and then comma, and then event, and the arrow function, open and close curly braces, and inside here we're gonna have to use the event and then prevent default. Okay, so we're preventing the default behavior of submitting the form, because the default behavior of submitting the form, the page will try to reload, and we don't want that. What we want is to wait for the processing of all the information within this particular form before reloading, or before loading the form itself. Okay, so cons again, and then the contact equals, and then we're gonna have to create a new what do I call this, create a new object consisting of the name and the contact number of our contact. Okay, so name, and then form, then name that value. Okay, comma, and then number will be equal to the form numbers, and then value. So basically what we're trying to do is assigning the value of our name field into the name property right here, and also the numbers field into the number property. Okay, then semicolon. Right after that, we're gonna use the db object, or variable. I think it's here inside index.html. We created this cons db right here, so we're referencing that, and then db collection, open and close, and as you can probably remember, we created the contacts collection in the Firebase, and then we're gonna have to call on the add function, and inside that we're gonna supply the contact that we have created right here. Okay, and then whenever there's an error, then we could catch that by using the catch statement. Tuck in the catch statement right here, and then error, and then arrow function, just to have some sort of feedback whenever there's a problem with adding the contact into our Firebase database. So for now, let's just display it on the console. So console log, or console.log, and then the error itself. Okay, and after that, we're gonna set the forms value, or those fields, the numbers and the name. So we're gonna set that into empty, some sort of resetting the value of our fields. So we're gonna use the form const, form name, and then value equals empty string. Again, we're just resetting the value of our fields. Form dot numbers dot value equals empty string. Okay, so save this. As you can see inside our index.html, let's try to see. So we have here the fields name and then the numbers. So what we're trying to do with our add new contact script is that we're getting the value of the name. Okay, So we have that here, and then also we're getting the numbers value also here, and then right after that one we're adding it to the collection contacts, specifying the contact that we have created right here, which consists of the name and the number of the contact. And also right after adding that, we're just resetting the value of our form, meaning right after adding it, we want the fields to be empty. Okay, so that's like resetting the value of our form. Okay, in the next video we're gonna add the delete functionality. So this one is for adding new contact, and in the next video we're gonna have to add the delete the contact script. So I hope you have learned something from this video, guys, and if you want to follow along with this tutorial, you could check the next video where we could add, or we will add, the delete contact script. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.